Lucio, today I would like to share with you the story of how the birds got their songs. In the long ago time, the birds had no songs, and they could hear the human beings singing at night in their villages. They could hear the coyotes singing and the wolves singing, and they could hear the crickets and the frogs, but the birds had no songs. And they were sad because they had no songs because it seemed that everyone enjoyed singing and it made everyone happy when they sang. So they went to the Creator and they asked the Creator, they said, Creator, we hear the human beings singing in the villages at night. And we hear the crickets and the frogs singing down by the streams. And we hear the coyotes and the wolves singing up on the mountaintops. And it seems to make everybody happy when they sing. But we have no songs, and we would like to know what we can do to get songs. And the Creator told them, says, all of the birds, meet me in the morning up on top of the mountain, and I will tell you what you must do to get your songs. So the next morning at sunrise, all the birds were up on top of the highest mountain. And there was the Creator waiting on them. And he told them, he says, what each of you must do is you must fly straight up, as high as you can fly. And when you can go no higher, you level off, and you will hear your song. Now all the birds were around there, and they were all stretching and flapping their wings and getting ready to fly and warming up. And there was the great eagle with his huge wingspan, and there was the little brown thrush, and he's sitting there and he's looking at the giant eagle and he's thinking, oh my, that eagle's going to fly a lot higher than I am, and he's going to get a more beautiful song. And that's not really fair because I'm just a tiny little bird and I can't fly as high as he does. But then he had an idea. He says, I know what I can do. I'll climb up on that eagle's back. I'll nestle down amongst his wings. He won't even know I'm there. And when he goes as high as he can go, I'll take off and I can go higher and I'll get a more beautiful song. And one by one, the birds took off and they flew as high as they could fly. And when they could fly no higher, they leveled off. And each one heard their song and they came back down and they were sharing their songs. And then the eagle took off and he flew up and up and up and up. And when he could go no higher, he leveled off. And when he leveled off, the little brown thrush took off and he went higher and higher and higher still. And as he leveled off, he heard the most beautiful song. Oh, he was so happy. He was so happy. He got a great, beautiful song, and he was so eager to go back down to the mountaintop and share it with everyone. But when he landed there to greet him was the Creator and the eagle. And the Creator looked at the little brown thrush, and he said, you cheated. And because you cheated, you get to keep your song. But from this day forward, you will never fly any higher than the highest bush. And to the eagle, he said, because you were cheated out of a beautiful song, my people will use your feathers and their prayers and their ceremonies to honor you. And that is why we use the eagle feathers as we do today in our prayers and ceremonies. And that is how all the birds got their songs.